story begins. I was serving in Germany in 1952 onwards. I joined the army in 1951, and when I first went in, the King died, so the Queen was going to be crowned. So I finished up in Germany, not even thinking of that. And I was on in an armoured car in a troop, which was the Household Cavalry's what we dealt with. The Household Cavalry was an armoured car division, and I was wireless operator, and I was serving in Germany. And then when it come around to around about January, February, the regiment back home, the Household Cavalry, the ones who was working in Knightsbridge, was short of for the coronation, short of soldiers for the coronation. So because they needed extra, they were going to put on a big display. So they wanted some from us in Germany. And so they asked for volunteers. And as I'm a Londoner, I was one of the first to volunteer to come back to London. And surprisingly enough, there was other soldiers didn't volunteer. And they needed about 20, I think, something like that. It wasn't too many, but they needed to make up the number. And then I put my name down and I got selected. I think they just, some of them had to be forced to come back for it. Probably only got about 15 genuine names, and the rest were made up. And we came back and first went to Aldershot and do some training there. Sword drill, etc. and all that. And then that was it really. That's how I came to be in the coronation. Coronation day, it rained. It was an awful day. And we, after cleaning all that kit, it was got wet and didn't look too good. But which I found was funny was all the foot guards, especially down the Mall, every 10 yards there was a foot guard, and they wore the busbies. And what with the rain getting on the busbies, they looked a bit of a sight because some of them, hats were going a bit with the weight of the water in them, were going a bit lopsided. That, as I say, Coronation Day was a very nice day. When she was inside the Westminster being crowned, I can't remember what I was doing. That's the one part of Coronation I can't really remember what I was doing. We must have been behind the screens or something. Must have had something to eat because it lasted a long time. I also remember when we got back to the barracks, holding the swords in that position for so long, we all got stiff. So, but we was inside the barracks, and when the officer gives the command to put the swords back in the scabbards, we couldn't do it. We couldn't go through the movements to do it correctly, so he could see what was happening, so he said, put the swords back in your own time, which we did. We struggled to put them back, but we put them back in our own time. That's it really. It was a very nice day. June the 3rd, June the 2nd, 1953, the coronation. The day you'll never really forget.
Did you actually meet the Queen?
No, I never met the Queen. I mean, she's in the carriage. I went straight into the church after. So never really met the Queen.
And what about in
But
your...
I did meet the Queen earlier. I got very, very close when we was at Home Park, Windsor, before the coronation, and we was getting new colours. And the Queen came around and inspected the garden. And the parade, not the guard, the parade, which we was doing all in blues. We done it all in blues, and she came around and she stopped the soldier with free from me. So I didn't speak to her, but I got very close to speaking to her. And she walked past me, ignored me, walked past me within a couple of feet, and yeah, that was it. Well, what you told her, if she did stop to talk to you, to call her man. Apart from that, that's the closest I ever got to the Queen. And I've done a duty also while I was there at Edinburgh. Went up on the train to Edinburgh, and the Queen went into the castle. And we done an escort to the castle, and the Queen went into the castle, and we sat outside, waited for her to come out again. I never went into the castle until I went with Sylvie. The first time I've ever been in the castle, Edinburgh. But when I was up there, I was just doing the duty, so I never went in. No, I've done another duty, Home Park. Really, that's it. The horse that I had all the time was called Star of India. But the horse that I'd done all my training with was called Top Hat. I still remember their names. Both dead and buried now.